Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. I will say this is a lovely late night in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall rest therein. You know, I went to sleep early today, and I woke up and I decided to stay up. So I'm up tonight, and I was just looking at some things online, and I realized the Most High was dealing with me like right then and there. You know, He was dealing with me. And I want to tell you all, I have been so disobedient. I have been so disobedient in so many ways. And the basic, when I say so many ways, as far as when He is warning me and telling me things, don't think that I don't take heed to it and I don't listen to it. But I guess because I am flesh and spirit, and the flesh part of me is just at a stage where it's really hard to be able to accept that I'm living in this day and time in the midst of what He's revealing to me from the wilderness. So it gets to a point to where when He overloads me, now don't forget, now He don't give me more than I can handle, so He know what I can handle. And some of you all might say, well, why is she laying down and why is she videoing it this time? You know what? Let me tell you, I can do this. I can do this. Just try to get yourself lining up with the light and walk therein. See, the darkness don't have me bound. I'm not caught up in what man and what comes out of the mouth of man. I can hear his voice. I have accepted my calling. I have accepted the gift in which He has instilled in me. I spend much time in the wilderness. I'm in the classroom of the Ruach HaKodesh, and I'm up under that wonderful scholar. So therefore, it's nothing someone or anyone could think or say that would cause Sister Deborah to even second think what someone has to say and what someone has to think. But I was just coming because there is so much that I notice, and it ain't that I haven't seen it. It's just that accepting it for what Yah has shown it to be. That's the deep part. That's the hardcore endurance. Is being accepting it identical to the way the Spirit of the Most High Yah has revealed it unto thee. That's where endurance comes in. Because I sit back and I've seen over and over so many issues that's going on. And I see a people who are partaking in everything the beast is doing, saying, how he's acting, how he's thinking, and how he's feeling. There is a nation of people who have decided to be partaker in the beast's way of thinking, feeling, acting, conducting himself, to the point where they see no wrong. All they see is wrong in their flesh understanding. They don't see error and wrongness in spirit. They only see it in flesh. So with that being said, things you see that's going on and you try to measure it in the flesh, you're going to be off. You're going to be totally off. You have to first measure it in the spirit. And then you can tap in to it in the flesh realm. But you got to tap into it in the spirit realm, because the flesh will make a fool out of you. The flesh will get you to thinking, feeling, and deciding, and emotions and everything else in what's actually taking place. One thing I realize is I am going to really fully grip, I mean really grip and take hold of what the spirit of the Ruach is continuing to teach me and show me that is taking place in the flesh in the world today. Like I said, it's real hard. It's real hard because I sit back and I see that there is a hardcore, hardcore spirit, a hardcore spirit among our Hebrew Israelite men. And I will call out the tribe of Judah. So I will say that it is a spirit, the Most High Yah has warned me of it. And even though he has warned me of it, I guess somewhere in me, I look at my four sons and I say, oh, surely no. Surely, no, 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 no. But when I say that, I'm not saying it to you. I'm saying it to the Most High Yah. So I need to get in line with what he says. Endure the fact that it is what he has placed in my spirit that it is. And even though I can see it from the wilderness, it's just so heavy to be in the world and see it so clear for what it is. So what I really understand is they are in a level of demonic spirits, and they have taken hold of this spirit and have applied it to their lives. And this spirit brings hate. This spirit brings control. This spirit brings lies, manipulation, heavy deceiving. It's a great number of them that's portraying a role as if they are men of mighty or mighty men and men of honor, in a sense, men of the Most High Yah, called, appointed, anointed. And I sit back and watch it from the wilderness and look at that and I say, Father, look at the role playing. The role playing is so heavy, you guys. It is so heavy, and they playing it for all it is worth. The reason why it's important that you all look into it, and the only way you're going to be able to understand what Sister Deborah is saying, because the Most High has given me the right now word to speak today. Okay? To speak today. Okay? But he says, if they would just read, they will see what today really is consist of. But because they don't want to really go over the verses and the scriptures that's telling them who they are, just telling them how ugly they are, that's telling them how wicked they are, that's telling them how evil they are, just telling them how stiff-necked, rebellion, and disobedient they are, and defining stiff-necked, and defining disobedient, and defining rebellion. He said, but they won't look at it because when they see themselves in the mirror, they erase the fact that they see themselves and no one else. So they have to look in the mirror and say to themselves and deceive themselves to believe that they are all that and some. And he was going on and telling me that's why they dress the way that they dress. That's why they act the way that they act. And, I sit back and I look at the beast's right hand, put this nation of the tribe of Judah out front on the front line. And the tribe of Judah can't even see it. That's so powerful. And I sit back and watch the beast put them out there on the front line, making sure the world could see. And the tribe of Judah can't even see it. They can't even behold what their system is doing, because they got to usher in on the four corners a people that's going to be so hated. You see? And I'm going to be honest with you. The things that I've seen in the wilderness, they have every reason to hate us, to dislike us, to treat us the way that they treat us. They have every reason to do that. And until we as a people look at ourselves in the mirror and see who we are, a lot of times people always say, but they doing it and they doing it just as much. They're doing it and they get away with, okay, you keep on trying to follow they. Who are you? Said the Most High Yah. He ain't caught up in they. He's caught up in a people that's slandering his name, that's profaning his name. How are they doing it? Look at the actions of their men. And they don't have no problem with it. Because they figure if I can put it on someone else, then I can play the role as a man, as an alpha, as a king, as a leader, as a ruler, the way that my flesh desires. Never taking our time to look in the mirror and see their ugliness in their spirit man. And that is the ugliness of them from top to bottom, from bottom to top. I sit back and watch how the system category our men. And I sit and I said, well, Father, the system is making them, is revealing them, putting them out front street, putting them on the front line. But Father, they putting these people, these men and women on the front line, but they doing the action in which they're being put on the front line to reveal how ugly they really are. And you think that the nation of the tribe of Judah has eased up because there's a newfound religion called the Awakening? You think the Hebrew Israelite men has improved? Please. The Most High Yah said they have worsened beyond measure. You see? And the things he allowed me to see from the wilderness, I'm like to the point where, Father, how long must you cover their ugly faces? Because right now, they so deceived, they have deceived each other so much to where they can't even see that they are destroying each other. I mean, by great numbers have the system of the beast are covering them minutes, seconds, hours, days, weeks of killing, stealing, destroying, destructive, killing their wives, killing their children, wives killing their children, murdering their brothers by great numbers. And it was a time where you heard about the different gangs, you know, you were blood and you were red. You see how sick our nation of men are. But the best way they can get away with it and continue to get away with it until the Most High suffer them to die by the sword, and they shall die by the sword by great numbers. They're dying now. And they brother man is standing on platforms saying, I'm waking. We the Hebrew Israelites, we the people, and can't see that their brothers are dying by great numbers. Even though the beast is making it known, they don't even have the sense to measure it and to see it in the clearness of what is before. So when the Most High was telling me about there is a heavy spirit of demonic, wicked and evil and hateful spirits that has rest on our men, of the tribe of Judah. I'm like, yeah, with no doubt, I accept that. But the hardest thing for me is to constantly see it every minute, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, while they're running around, playing, dancing to the beast music on these devil platforms, thinking that they are waking and waiting for Yah to do something to everybody else except for them. So if you go to Isaiah 3, you will see a part of the women being purged, the part of the women being judged, the part of the women having to be judged through burning. A part of it is that their men die by great numbers, by the sword, as well as the mighty men. So Yah is telling you women, telling Sister Deborah, along with her sons, her brothers, and anyone else, that they're going to have to die on this land called Babylon. By the sword shall they die, even the mighty men. So women, if when you go to Isaiah chapter 3, you'll see it at the end of chapter 3. It is a part of your purging, is to take what? He knows what he's doing. Your babies, your husbands, your fathers, your uncles, your friends, your husbands away by great numbers. And see, that's the part that they will not look into and see. So they'll run to Isaiah chapter 4, where it starts off. There'll be 7 women to 1 man. They don't understand why that 1 man and why 7 women to that 1 man. It's showing them how all the men will be destroyed, except for once Yah has judged them, they become holy, and he that is left shall be holy. Do you all understand what holy is? I, Sister Deborah, would suggest each and every one at the sound of my voice to do your study on holy. Holy be thy name. Holy be not you, but thy name. Holy is thy name. You see? So when you go back into Isaiah and you see where he's going to destroy our men, our brothers, our uncles, our fathers, our grandfathers, he's going to destroy even our mighty men. And they're thinking they're getting ready to go over to the New Jerusalem. See how sad it is? You know why? Because the last step is to send the prophets and the prophetess. Okay? They came up with this curse. The reason why I know they gave, not a curse, the reason why I know that there is a spirit, as the Most High said that it is, a demonic spirit, is because their best thing is we're going to make sure we close the mouth of the females. Oh, yeah. They feel if they can close the mouth of the female, then the truth won't get out. And they will be able to escape the truth and live as mighty men that they desire in their flesh. They don't understand that they're going to die on this land called Babylon. And that's it's not even sad after you hear it from the Most High Yah. And another thing, the potent, pure, adulterated word that I've given, I think it's 4 videos, just letting you hear different chapters break down what proceed out of the mouth of Yah. That's what the problem is with many of our women. We don't want to hear what comes and proceed out of the mouth of Yah. We want to hear what comes and proceed out of the mouth of man that can deceive us. Okay? So we need to hear. When I send those videos where I've picked up a chapter and put it, that's because there's great mystery in those chapters. There's great light in those chapters. And you hear out of the mouth of Yah what thou said the Most High Yah. You see? And that's another thing. With our people as a whole, we think and we're deceived, and they got us deceived that we got to listen to them. They are the one that's totally 100% out of order. Okay? Anything you see that our family or our women and our children is constantly doing this error, Yah said when you look at the men carefully and dissect who they are, you'll find your answer with the children. You'll find your answer with the woman. But until you're able to dissect them and see what they are consist of in this day and what is actually taking place, then you really can't dissect them, and you really can't see them in the light of who Yah is revealing them to be. That's why Sister Deborah can say, that was a part of why I know that while they're preparing for Babylon to come down in their eyesight, they fail to realize that they're not going over to the promised land. They're not going over to the promised land. Now, there's going to be an offspring, but it's not going to be them. It's because the Most High have shared with me that they have done so much evil and wicked beyond the heathens, and they refuse to look in the mirror and repent face forward. And in the process of the repenting, he said they should have done a full turning away. But he said they don't want to go in that area. They're enjoying their leadership. They're enjoying their being kings and gods and rulers and head of a household and head over nothing. They're enjoying that whole mind, fleshly. And did you all know that it's all vain and wax? It's all vain and wax. All of it is all vain and wax. And it's a sad thing. And that's when I was speaking on a video about doing for the homeless and the orphanage and the fatherless and the widows. I think about that's his love. You don't hear not one on these devil platforms talking about doing the love of Yah to those that he have charged them to. They're not going to do it. They're not, because they're so busy doing evil, wicked, hateful spirits, hateful birds, I would say, but hateful spirits that rest in their end and having a good time deceiving many to follow their wicked hearts. They are not doing anything to bring no family, no woman, no man, no children to the light of the Most High Yah. And it's amazing how Yah have suffered so many. Yah has suffered so many to be deceived in the midst of thereof. And then you look at it, all you have to do is look at the platform. It's the devil platform. And they deceiving them from the right hand of the devil. And they don't see it. They thinking they got ahead. They thinking they awakening. They doing this and they doing that. They haven't even recognized you on the devil's turf. Playing the devil's game. And it's so many men that have sprout up with different programs to breed out like a dragon hate toward females. And the females walking around trying to get up under them, just like he said, silly woman. But notice he said, led captive. How dare a woman in this day desire to be captive in a land where she's already in captivity? You tell me if that's not deep. If that's not deep, I don't know what is. That there is mind blowing. Okay? Those that's led silly women captive. And he lets you know what they, not only are they silly, they going into captivity to these men, deceiving them. And they going in it to it with the mindset of lust and sin, because that's how they deceiving them. They taking them into an area where they're going to feel accepted, and they're going to feel in line, submissive. They're going to feel all these things. So I would say to you women is this. There is a lot of death taking place, a lot of killing that's coming from your own tribe of Judah. When you out there, let me tell you, don't be shocked in the months before you, in the months that's coming, where you're going to see your own nation destroy one another, even in greater numbers. The reason why, because we're folding up as if we're getting ready to take our suitcase and move, and you're not going anywhere. Okay, so what you need to do is learn more about the light of the Most High Yah through the Yeshua HaMashiach and walk therein. Find those who are leading you to the light or putting Yah on the pedestal, those who are giving him the glory and him the praise. Because what you're going to do is you're going to get addicted, and you very easily, and because many of you all are very easily addicted to this platform. They're hearing negativity. Not only is it spoken, it's act out. Okay, so you all have to understand, to find light, you have to step away from darkness. You cannot find light wanting to be in darkness, looking for light. You have to come out of darkness, see a pin needle of light, and go walk therein. Women, I want to let you all know, he already stated how he's going to judge you, and he did not say he's going to destroy you. So I want to let you know that it's not going to be that you're going to be destroyed. It's going to be that he's going to judge you. And after he judges you, he's going to label you under holy. Okay. Anytime you go anywhere and someone says that there's more women than men, that lets you know what happened to the men. You see what I'm saying? It don't done in their mind, because Yah said, I've given them the strong delusion to believe a lie than to believe the truth. So a part of, and it's a very small part, but it's the end part of who they are. It's a small part of the way they conducting themselves, because he said the evil and wicked is already upon them and in them, the spirit of hate. So therefore, when he put the delusion on them, it's no way they're going to turn. So women, when you're running around here thinking that if I do everything, if I be everything he want, if I put him on a pedestal like a king and a leader and a ruler, he's going to be this. No. You need to take out a week, 1 week, and start from I've said this several times. Take out 1 week and start from say for today to 2 weeks prior, and see the life that's being destroyed by your own nation, the tribe of Judah. Okay. First thing they'll say when they doing it, the white man doing it, the oppressor doing it, Yah is not caught up in us trying to clarify, identify, and justify the sin, the hate, the wicked that we continue to do. He already know who we are. He already have our number. And I want to explain to you this. You can take it any way you wanna. You can wrap it. You can send it off as a gift. But I want to say this to you. Before he show up and showed out on these men, he's going to send the prophet and the prophetess. And they already on the front line. They're already speaking it, but they're not hearing it. They're not hearing it because all the stuff that I'm seeing from the wilderness, and to see them down here continue to conducting themselves with that, their ways, and then they start in their platform of pouring this juice of hate into the men, and the men ain't got two. You can tell they would have to be very low-minded, low thinkers, not educated, not smart at all, to not see that they as a tribe that should be like a lion or wimps, because they find pleasure picking on, killing their children and their women's and their women and their brothers, as if it's nothing. But then they want Yah to change the way the system, the heathens are treating us. How even the females, I don't know where they get off thinking that Yah gonna come and deliver you when you're doing worse than what the heathens are doing to you. How is it they can't see it? But the Yah said, because Deborah, after all they have done unto me, I already know they're not going to repent. They're not going to turn. And in their heart is a spirit of hate. And in their heart is a spirit of dislike, a rebellion and stiff neck and disobedient to any and everybody that I send their way. I'm going to give them a strong delusion that they will rather believe a lie than to believe the truth. So that's why Sister Deborah can actually say, from the wilderness, I could see that. I could behold that. And it's why Sister Deborah have to be on the head of men. It's because that's my calling through the Most High Yah. Anybody don't like it, it's because you don't like Yah no way. So it don't make no difference. You see, Sister Deborah gonna tell it like Yah has shown it to her from the wilderness, for this day to understand. You don't have the space, okay? So to think that you're going to win and get victory with the heathens, you're going to get victory in this land. You're not getting any victory. You're not getting any closure, okay? You too shall die on this soil. You too shall die by great numbers on this soil. Yes, you're going to have a small remnant of offspring that he's going to clean even them up, putting them a new name. And they're going to be able to enter into the promised land to fulfill. He have already fulfilled what he promised Abraham. You all messed that up from the floor. And running around here on a cursed land, a land that you've been done so unjust for 400 years, and you still won't do right by the Most High Yah. Then you crank up all this hate against one another, helpmate meets. Wives against husband, and husband is against wives. Wives really don't have no other choice. They've been taking the family and doing and piecing it together and trying to keep it together for 400 years. 400 years, while the men keep whining about they bothering me. Not understanding what did you do to the creator who created you. While you saying they bothering you, what did you do to your children? What did you do to your wives? What did you do to your nation? You tore them down from the floor up. And then you run around here, want Yah to deliver you in the midst of the heathens. You're not going. Just like Moses told them in the wilderness, you're not going to no promised land. So if you want to just continue to conduct yourself the way that you are, and you will, because fire is going to judge you right on this cursed land. You're going to be judged on this cursed land right here by fire. You're going to be judged right here. You're going to be judged by the sword. Okay? And you're going to be destroyed. You better go back to Isaiah 3 and read. And women, you all need to take your butt back there too, so you can read and see it's not about destroying you as females. He's going to deliver you, but he's going to judge you. Okay? But he's going to let you know a part of your judgment is to destroy your men. These men of the tribe of Judah. To destroy them. And they thinking that, okay, y'all going to destroy everybody except for them. I don't understand what caused a nation of people to commit the sins that they're doing in this day and expect y'all to bypass even the female. Get on here talking about they bothering our people and they bothering our people. They bothering our people. They bothering our people. They doing this to our men. They killing our children. They doing this here to our brothers. They doing this to our sons. But what have you seen? Or have you looked in the mirror lately? I don't think you have. Because once you look into the mirror, you'll see that the word of Yah is going to be firm, and it's going to be about what he say, and it's going to be exactly the way he said it is. Even though we skip it. That's why they get into this precept and this line and little here Torah and all this here crap and continue to do all the wickedness, and they have the audacity to uphold a feast day. Have the audacity to have that much hate in their hearts. They ain't even bringing up their sons. Ain't spending no times with their sons. No times with their daughters. They so busy trying to be something that they cannot be on this land of captivity, because they still have not looked in the mirror clear enough to see themselves. And half our women be running their mouth just to put a video up. They doing this to our people. They doing this. You have not read. None one of them have read, nor do they want to see that these things need be. Because these is a same people that's worse than the worstest. And there's no way Sister Deborah going to tell you this. I have never seen a nation of people as worse in nothing like unto us as the tribe of Judah. I haven't seen it. And I'm not going to sit here and play with you. I have not seen a nation of people as ugly, wicked, and hateful, destroyers, destructive, as the people of the tribe of Judah. I have not seen it. And I'm almost 60. I believe we are the ugliest people on the face of on the earth. But we want to make ourselves look so pretty and deny all these things that's taking place and have taken place. 99.9 of our women haven't even recognized that about 70, maybe even more. Quite sure it's more. Our men that's in the closet, they don't care. They just want a man. They want to put them on pedestals. When you finish putting them on pedestals, they still going to be looking over the gate toward men. Maybe even looking over the gate toward little girls. But yet tell the priests and the white men they are pedophiles. I heard ignorant people talking about what they did to us when we were slaves. Have you ever gave it a thought? Where was the Most High Yah in this? Where was the Most High Yah when they was doing this to our men and our women and our daughters? Where was Yah? What was he? He said he always had a stretched out hand. He always been there, y'all. It's y'all ugly spirits that wasn't worth coming to deliver you. Because the same doing things we want to say they done to us, women and our men, the house of Israel, especially the tribe of Judah, they were doing it as well. The things that we're trying to make people believe that we're all the angels of the Most High Yah. But the truth be told, we are the worst human beings on the face of the earth. Oh, yes, we are. I know it. Y'all want to put yourself on pedestals. Keep on. You're going to die by the fire. The fire that y'all is kindling up as I speak. You're not going to make it to no land where you're going to continue this hate that you have. This spirit of hate that's in you. And all this here nonsense. No. Even the small remnant going to have to be cleaned up. They're going to have to be cleaned up too. All their filth. But as far as you all today, if you're thinking you're going to somebody's promised land, you might as well hang that up. You got too much hate, too much evil and wicked that's loaded within thee, and have done so much unrighteous in your heart, and thinking y'all just gonna brush it to the side and let you walk on over to another land. Come on now. Really? You got more men on these platforms starting pages. I can't wait to the devil cut his meat or his right hand off, so y'all won't have y'all tails on here. And then who you gonna feed? You have to feed your own spirit. All that crap you've been feeding many people on these devil platforms. You gonna have to feed it to yourself. You're gonna rehear yourself saying the things you fed and deceived many from with. You'll be feeding yourself. Because when that is done, you ain't gonna have nobody else to talk to. Lie. You ain't gonna have nobody else to deceive. You're gonna be able to deceive everybody. You ain't gonna have nobody you can repent to, turn from your evil and wicked way. You ain't gonna have nobody. You're gonna be able to deceive so much blood is gonna be on your hand that there's no gonna be, it's no way to even clear that up. So Sister Deborah, not gonna hold you long tonight, and I will say that you all need to think about that. Everything that I said. And when I shoot out a chapter, read it. And I read it, listen to it. Open your Bibles and watch and hear it. Speaks to your light. Hear those verses speak to your light. Write down questions that you would like to answer. So you can, in the comments, put it before Sister Deborah. Anytime you want to ask me a question, I'm here. Okay? But I will say to you all, it's no escaping it. Not the level of where we're at now, because there is a strong delusion that he has put on our people, especially our men. So Sister Deborah's not going to hold you long, but I will say, have a wonderful night, and I will be back. Shalom and shalom.